Hello, hello, you lovely people. Another weird video. I don't know if I'm going to make a whole new channel for this specific hobby, because it is really, it's encompassing. That's right, that's right. The premier way to watch Speed. Now, as any child of the 90s knows, these things flooded every home and daycare from here to Timbuktu, and I have gotten obsessed with collecting these last few years. And it's starting to become a bit of a hobby for more people besides me. I get everything from my personal favorites to things that I've never seen but people told me were good, and then they were! With the power of VHS, you can have date night in singles or doubles. Why would anyone want to collect these nuggets? Well, for one, just the box art alone is pretty nostalgic for most folks around my age. And other than that, there's some things that just haven't been released on Blu-ray yet, and it's pretty hard to even find a DVD of them. They're just obscure. But they were making VHSs all the way back in the 60s. It's wild how much was put on this format. And above it all, it's fairly cheap. Most of these nuggets were 70 cents. Now, every now and then I go looking for something specific and spend, a whole whopping $12 or so. But compared to, collecting video games or books or DVDs or Blu-rays, it's fairly cheap. Now, you do have to go tinkering around with VHSs. I'm personally rocking a Sony VCR Plus model. Plus what? Cable box functions. Because we still use cable in 2020. It aged well. What can I tell you? But while you get things in good condition like these, you also get quite a few dubious quality goods. Such as these. You want to watch Rain Man? Well, I have a good bit of information for you. I've got it. I just don't have the case. Wait, this is... What's going on in there? Now, this is fine. I mean, it's labeled. It works. You don't need to keep the cases. It's just from a collector's point of view. These, I mostly get VHS like this from donations or, like, boxes of just, like, a bunch of them. Or often blinks will come like this. But then you also, whenever you go looking for specific items, you get things like this. Now, I was not looking for this lovely doozy of a sequel. In fact, the only reason I got this one is because it came with this one. Ella Enchanted, which I already owned on DVD. But, hey, sometimes I want that crunchy quality. Pretty good movie, though. Pretty cute, pretty good effects. Has a Queen song. Everything you want in a fantasy film. What makes this so bad, other than being an unofficial sequel to Snow White, is its crunch. Look at that. You just sat down and have a proper conversation with the fella. You open it up, it's good quality. You could definitely watch this. And I'd probably be upset if I was looking for this tape in particular, but I've never even heard of Happily Ever After, so this is probably just going to go straight for the junk pile. Which brings me to the subject of how you find these when they do have their cases. Now, there's always the tried and true Disney plastic cases, and as I've shown, when they break bad. But hey, if you can keep them in good condition, they're pretty nifty little things. They're pretty pleasing on a shelf as well. I'll show you some of those in a bit. And then you have what my personal favorite is, these cardboard sleeves. They're just very form-factoring. They fit nicely. You can stack them. You can see them like this whenever you just have too many and not enough space. Just stack them on their flatsies, just like that. Bang. Know exactly what they are. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Now, some things you're going to need to know if you're getting into the hobby is your machines will break down. You're going to have to be comfortable with cracking them babies open and replacing some belts here and there. The heads, for the most part, are going to be fine unless you have a primo disaster on your hands. But as long as you're okay with changing some rubber bands, this is a fun hobby to get into and fairly cheap. Like I said, most of these you can go to your local Goodwill or thrift store. People throw them out all the time. You get them for $70 here, $1 there. Every now and then, if you want something specific for your collection, like I just bought the Lord of the Rings stuff, they're on their way in. I just spent about, $15 on those boys. But, hey, I really wanted them. And it's always nice to have more movies around the house. You never know when the Wi-Fi companies is going to come and go, oh, you didn't pay your bill, and then you lose your internet. It's gone. So I like having movies. I've been collecting DVDs for years, and for the last like 2 or 3 years, this VHS thing has gotten pretty big. In fact, it was one of the bigger issues when my girlfriend moved in. Had to figure out how to fit them in. The two loves of my life. But yeah, just want to make a short video talking about VHSs. I'm going to show them off as I get them from now on. Yes, hand videos. I don't have to brush my hair or look good. It is great.